Dear student, Namaskar and good afternoon, and welcome to this virtual class produced and developed by Joint School Family Rupandehi. Before it was produced by Papson Rupandehi, and now the responsibility came in the hand of Joint School Family. My name is K.N. Bhusal, your English teacher, and we are going to learn English in this class. Our today's topic is level of your knowledge. Before going inside the textbook, we will deal this topic first. Without any delay, let's start our class. First, let's study what is knowledge. Here I am not going to give you the etymological meaning of the word knowledge, and I'm not going to define the term knowledge. Here I am going to tell you the general meaning of the word knowledge, because you are familiar with this word, you know the meaning of this word. Knowledge is key to success. If you want to success in your life, you must have knowledge. Without knowledge, you can't success in your life. Knowledge is light and vision of life. A knowledgeable person have vision, their aim and objective of their life, and they attain their vision and aim. Knowledge is antidote to fear. Knowledge is antibody to fear. Knowledge helps to erase fear from your mind. The person who lacks knowledge always remains in fear of reading, fear of writing. A knowledgeable person easily read and write. Knowledge opens the door of success. If you want to open the door of success and wants to enter inside the room of success, you must have knowledge. Knowledge empowers us. Knowledge makes us powerful. You can raise question, where does knowledge comes from? There is a simple answer of this question. Knowledge comes from learning. So we are going to learn this topic in order to gain knowledge. Only learning is not sufficient. After learning, the subject matter should turn into action. We not only say knowledge is power, but also say knowledge is not power. The implementation of knowledge is power. Knowledge without action is meaningless. To make our knowledge meaningful, fruitful, beneficial, we must learn. Without learning, we can't gain knowledge. Now let's learn the reason of learning this topic. Why we are going to learn this topic, level of your knowledge. There are many reasons of learning this topic. The first important reason is, if you take my knowledge seriously and turn into action, it will cover more than 50% of your course. No need to worry about your textbook. You can cover your 50% course or more than 50% course. Your textbook, this is your textbook. Your textbook is not sufficient to gain knowledge. It is a small portion of your learning. So to gain extra knowledge, you must read other books outside from your course of study. You can read motivational book. You can read story books. You can read the books written on the biography of the popular persons of the world. You can read magazines. which are beneficial for your study. Another reason of learning this topic is it makes you convenient to read your textbook. If you gain knowledge, you can easily read this textbook. You can solve the exercise given inside the text. Knowledge help us to improve the 4 language skills. Our book is based on 4 language skills, that is reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Reading section of your book contain 40%, writing section contain 35%, listening 10%, and speaking 15%. If you learn this topic seriously, you'll easily develop these 5 language skills. It will energize you. It provides you energy, strength to read any types of text. It helps to stimulate your mind. Stimulate means it encourages to do something new, to invent new things, to discover new things. Let's learn some practical tips to level up your knowledge, to increase your knowledge. If you the practical tips to increase your knowledge, to level up your knowledge, the first and most important tips is enrich your vocabulary. Vocabulary means knowledge of English words. Vocabulary means word power. Vocabulary means rich in English word. If you are rich in vocabulary, if you are knowledge of English words, you can talk fluently with people without any hesitation. You can argue with people for a long time, putting your strong points. You can keep strong and powerful logic while writing or while speaking with people. You can take part in speech competition. You can take part in debate competition, and you can win speech competition and debate competitions. If you are rich in vocabulary, if you are rich in word power, you can read your text easily. You can understand the content of the text. If you are rich in word power, if you have knowledge of English words, you can easily solve the exercise given in your books. Student, you can raise question, how to enrich our vocabulary. Don't worry, I have the answer. I have the solution of this problem. There are some ways. If you follow these ways, you can easily improve your vocabulary. You can enrich your vocabulary. The first important way is read, read, and read. Read every day for 30 minutes or more than 30 minutes. If you read the biography of the popular person of the world, like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, they have the habit of reading books. So you can copy the habit of such a popular person of the world in order to reach in vocabulary. Another way to enrich your vocabulary is learn new words every day. After reading the new words, you can write in your exercise book. Here are some examples of new words you can see here. COVID-19, social distancing, self-quarantine, self-isolation, ventilators, pandemic, quarantine, PPE, personal protective equipment. Few months ago, you were unfamiliar with these words. Now you are familiar with these words. You know the meaning of these words. It is possible by reading from the newspaper, from watching from the television, listening from the radios. So you have to learn new words every day. You can read 5 new words, or 10 new words, or 15 new words. And write down the words in your notebook. Reading and writing is not sufficient. You have to use these words in your daily life. And how you can read these, use these words? You can make sentences using these words. Another, you can write a small paragraph using these words. You can help conversation using these words. You can help conversation with your friends, or with your brother and sister, or with your parents. In this way, you have to use the new words in your daily reading, writing process. Another way to enrich your vocabulary is carry a dictionary. You must have dictionary with you. If you have big dictionary, you have to keep at home, and you have to buy a small dictionary and carry a small dictionary with you. And wherever you hear or read a new word, unfamiliar word, immediately turn the pages of dictionary and read the meaning of the new words. Another important way to enrich your vocabulary is vocabulary game. There are different types of vocabulary games you can play. Like some example, I am going to give you some example of vocabulary games. Crossword puzzle, one important vocabulary game. Chalkboard acronyms, another example of vocabulary game. And a compound word game, another example of vocabulary game. And another is word letter scramble game. These are some example of vocabulary games. And tomorrow we are going to learn about vocabulary game. Only this much for today. Rest in the next video. Thank you.